Good question. So we send students out, as we are here in Tbilisi too, to various institutions. And what is the benefit to the mentor? I'll call that person or persons, the mentor or coaches. Well, there's an idealistic side to it, that they are helping to shape the future and that they are participating in something that is bigger and has a grander design than they do. That's the idealistic side. On the other side, there's a practical side. The students can perform a service to the school by taking on a problem and a challenge, and through analysis and data collection and organizational means, and especially through the Action Research Project, and be able to put forward recommendations, put forward new ideas, put forward a working plan that would improve that institution. They can actually perform real service too. If they had time, in the United States, there's so many, sometimes the students are actually at a school, and so they're working at that school, and if it's a school assignment and they take on extra duties, they are actually assigned a project and they perform real service at the school. But here in Tbilisi, we are actively looking for mentors at that level who are able to guide and support. I just want to make one comment. A good mentor generally doesn't say, do as I do, follow me and do everything I do. The best mentor would be asking questions of the students. Why? What do you think? Make sense of this. Is there a better way? What's happening here? How do you connect to your academic courses? Are you learning something at the university that can inform our practice? More often than not, the students by the end of this program will be far better informed, and I don't mean in a critical manner, than the average school director. So sometimes sharing that knowledge is helpful as well. I just want to mention another one thing too, that this isn't only for students and young people and novices. My own personal journey is kind of a quick example of it. I was a practicing principal, a very good, accomplished director when I went back for the doctoral program. I already had the master's and whatever, but they wanted a cohort of experienced educators to go into a doctoral program in educational leadership, and we actually used our present position as laboratories for learning. So we didn't have a practicum. Our own schools were the practicum, and I went to school as the students here in this practicum do, and then I would come to my school and implement many of the ideas that I was learning. Needless to say, I drove my staff crazy, but it was very exciting to bring new knowledge to the school. And I'm going to say in my own experience that those academic constructs, those academic concepts helped me to achieve a level beyond which I had, and we were designated a distinguished school. And I don't think it was all because of me, but it was because of the systems thinking and the leadership that I had learned. So it helps. You can go in as an experienced person, or you can go in as a novice. Yes?
Related to that question, what are some of the practices that your group has used to identify the organizations, and then also to match the student to the appropriate internship? I would think that that's a little bit of a challenge,
Right.
to make sure that you have the right situation for each student.
Well, right now, for identifying the mentor schools or organizations or ministry officials, obviously we are relying on the experts here. We have people on the faculty who have worked in these positions and who have a wide knowledge of people at the expert level. We also have experts locally who will, and then we're visiting. I myself am visiting with Katie so that we can go to schools and get an idea. And Katie's already thinking, oh, now I can see in this school a place to talk about this policy or this connect to that course. So it's on the ground. It's by expert advice, and it's by faculty who have a broad knowledge of the local situation. I think.
Can I just, just to add?
Oh, part B. We aren't there yet. To match the student to the research project we're not there yet. A student really needs to have a broad spectrum of experiences to be able to know what they really want to study. So during this first year, they're really studying the core element of how schools are run. But it's not all about school, but to understand schools deeply, then they can go and they might want to do a research project at higher ed. They might want to do one at the ministry level or ERCs or wherever in the Tbilisi system that they would like to. But they just can't dream it up, like, oh, that's what I want to study. They need this broad base of experience to be able to start. And that's going to happen by the end of this semester. And then starting in September, we hope that they are beginning to get or will have selected an area for deeper study through the action research. Any other questions? I'm not going to fiddle around with it. Oh, sorry, yes.
I was just wondering about something you mentioned about reflection. That,
yes.
In Katie's course, they
yes.
are using something called
Moodle. Moodle.
And I was wondering how broadly available those reflections were. Like, I could see if you might want to keep them just to students, or is it something that existing principals could join in those reflections as well? I was just wondering how broadly that.
I'm not sure. Simon, how broadly is that Moodle? I think it's closed.
And that makes sense. That makes
all
sense.
the students can
yes,
see each other's
it's available to
faculty, like editing can see it, and I can see it. And besides the reflections, they are also writing the diaries.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to reflect on each other's reflections or diaries. So, and so it's a closed system.
And that's for many reasons, as you can imagine.
It makes perfect sense.
Right. There's a confidentiality portion to that. Any other questions? I just want to say how honored I am to be coming from UCLA and being a part of this new Masters of Education Management and Leadership program. I am deeply inspired by the effort and the work and the quality, and also students, the enthusiasm, intelligence, and inquiry that they demonstrate in the classes. So it's really quite inspirational, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here, and so have the colleagues who will come as well. So thank you for coming tonight, and if you wish more information about the Masters of Education, Management and I have to get this right, Master's degree in Education, Management and Leadership. Is that correct? The words? No, sometimes I transpose them. Basically, it's the Leadership in Management and Education. And it is a master's degree with the rigor and all of the essential elements that the program requires. Thank you.